Okay, hello and welcome back to our blind Permadeath playthrough of Gridfall. I always start on the highest difficulty. So let's do that for today. Highest difficulty.
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose.
Deserted. Customize your appearance. Okay. Man. Can I be a woman? Yes, I prefer a woman. What do we lose? Facial hair. What's that growth? Maybe we are diseased or something. I think I like the second preset best. Okay. She looks like Gollum. Interesting. I think this face is best. This is kind of manly for some reason. Or elven. Alright, let's see. Ooh. Okay, that's decent, I guess. I like that one with the little crown. Yeah, let's keep it. What about eyebrows? Ooh, the angry eyebrows. This could work too. Yeah, for some reason the angry eyebrows I like. Alright. Skin color. I can go from super white to... I don't know. Yeah, let's go with that one. Hair color, I like the one I have, but let's see. Now, what's this called? Auburn hair? I think I like that one. Eye color, alright. Ooh. I think I like the bright green. Stop moving, I need to see your eyes. Nah, maybe it's white. This will do nicely. Alright. Next step. Pick your starting skills according to your play style. The skill tree is open, you will be able to unlock other skills as you progress, okay? Melee combat. Alright. Not very good at that, never been. This profile, technical profile. Controlling the battlefield, that sounds nice. Set traps, firearms, one-handed blades. Alright. Magic, magic. This profile focuses on the use of offensive spells from a distance, so DPS. Stasis. That doesn't sound like DPS. Alright. I typically play mages in games. That's the thing I'm most comfortable with. Let's go with mage. Pick an attribute to invest your first point according to your preferred playstyle, alright? Strength, increase the power of all melee attacks. I guess we are not going to be melee. Increase fury regeneration, and damage inflicted in melee combat. Well, what is fury? I don't see anything. Alright, mental power. Increase the power of all the spells. And were the best rings. And it also increases fury. So I guess this is for melee characters, this is for magic characters. It's basically the same, but with magic. Alright. Willpower increases the maximum MP, which I assume is magic points. Yeah, magic points. Attribute required to wear the used amulets. Interesting. So more spell duration or more damage. Well, that's something to consider. Accuracy increases the power of your firearms and alchemical preparations. Alright. Increases maximum life. I should have started with this one. More life. I think that's the way to go. Alright. More life. So every step of the way they give you the same. Alright. Well, I guess I better buy the rings then, or whatever. Yeah, we need life. That's the way it is. Choose the talent in which to invest your points to progress in your own way as you complete quests and explore. Alright. Let's see, science allows you to make potions and destroy weak walls. Alright. Lock picking lets you pick simple locks. Enemy traps are easier to see. Well, that's important, I guess. Traps have killed me many times before. Most recently in Cyberpunk. Intuition. Guiding becomes easier. Slightly increase the number of ingredients and objects obtained through guiding and looting. That sounds nice. More looting. Craftsmanship. Craft basic weapon and armor upgrades. All of this stuff is good. Okay, bigger. Lets you pass through certain passages that require balance. Increase the maximum ammo capacity and require HP and magic outside of combat. Okay. Require a jump, require balance. Lets you climb difficult passages. Okay, regeneration outside of combat, I don't know. It could be useful, I guess. Charisma slightly reduces the prices, improves your companion's abilities, and success in dialogue. Don't know. These are all good. The previous... uh, they were not that good, but these are all good. I think let's go with bigger. If this is a game that does not let you heal outside of combat, maybe it's similar to Cyberpunk in that regard. You don't heal outside of combat automatically like most games. It sounds like that's the case. That's very annoying. Let's get this, at least one level of this. Start the game, alright. I have to go for a second. I'll be back in a moment. Sorry on that little emergency. Alright. Yes, I want this character.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lady, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We have nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Teleme and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name.
So we're starting to usurp.
I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lady. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir, truly. I must be going.
My lady, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish it.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Okay. Visible at the top in the center of the screen in the compass. Okay. Main quest and side quest, alright. Poor artist.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
So we must be very important if Knowles treat us that way. What say you, servant?
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
Hello, milady.
Sure, he looks exactly like me. Hilarious. Maybe I'm a fashion icon or something. Come here. Yeah. She's almost a twin. Alright. So we must be very important to know also. Maybe a royal family. Who knows? Where the hell am I going? Alright, let's see. Controls, alright. Pause menu. Game menu map. Okay. Fury. Tactical pause. Move stealth. Alright. Shortcuts. Lock on target. Confirm dodge and sprint. Cancel parry. Secondary attack. Attack. Switch weapons. Put weapon away. Advanced shortcuts. Alright. Alright. Okay. So let's see. What did they say? Map holding? No, there you go. Oh, this map's way too fast. Go up. Go and say goodbye to your mother. Display on the journal. Alright. The Great Departure. Alright.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt!
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your goal.
Enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Okay. Holy fuck. Attack. Okay. Main attack. Yeah, it's ranged. Oh, this one. Holy crap. Okay, I think I like the range attack. It consumes mana or something. Defend yourself. Touch. Magical parry. Nice. Oh, found the hell. Alright. Good to Kurt, you're not a moron. Use Fury, alright. Oh, nice. Takes a lot of damage. Okay, that's just magic.
You defend yourself well, Greenblood. One might think you had a proper master of arms.
The best.
You already training for your new post of legate? Don't tire yourself. Flattery'll get you nowhere. But for the fight, you have remembered your basics. Your performance just got you out of a final lesson. Unless you want to go through the paces again before we depart.
Yes, I think I do.
I'd be up for that. A little last-minute training couldn't hurt.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor!
Otto. That's there, but okay, you can use shadow and light magic during your adventure. The stasis spell allows you to temporarily freeze an enemy. Spells use magic shown by the blue meter. Alright, yeah. Open the tactical pause. Tactical pause will pause the game and allow you to choose your next action. I don't think I'll do that much. You will be able to access your spells, skills, and potions. Alright, or assign a shortcut. Using it during combat, you can only learn more about your enemies. Alright. How do I do that? Because they are not enemies yet. Assign. Alright. Press an assignable shortcut. You can assign skills to one of the shortcut groups. Alright. Well, this is problematic. I wonder if you can heal while walking. Alright, let's assign to group 3. If I can heal while walking, group 3 is the one to go. Or how does dodge work? Do I need to point it in a direction for it to work? Okay, we shall see. Right. Light magic. Okay, I think I already read this. Now I have to assign stasis, alright? I think I can bind these to one of these things. Alright. Stasis completely immobilizes an enemy. Receiving damage will cancel the effect. Alright. Let's put it also here. Maybe here will be good. Yeah, you cannot simply dodge. Alright. Well, these fucking assholes are closing on me. Ah! Stay away. They say I could lock on. Alright, there you go. I think I don't like stasis where it is. Let me change it. I think I like it better here. Alright. is as moronic as him. Magic regenerates very slowly, Jesus. We need to fix that somehow. I don't think that's... holy shit, alright. Physical armor is shown as shields on the health bar. Armor absorbs part of physical damage. To break an enemy's armor, you can use impact weapons or traps. Magic attacks ignore armor. Okay, that's good. One less thing to worry about. Holy shit. I better not get close to him then. They can block my magic attacks with their weapons. It's hilarious. Okay, that attack takes some time to... Can I block him? Okay, I cannot see here. Alright. Fury is a state that allows you to use special attacks that inflict bonus damage and make enemies lose their balance. A segmented meter that fills up as you attack. Cast spells or parry attacks will allow you to see your Fury level. When the meter reaches the first level, a visual effect will appear on your character's hands. Alright. I'm usually looking at my enemies, not my hands. Thanks for telling me. Use Fury. Let me see, can I use Double Fury? Alright, shield your weapon. I don't have any weapon.
It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does. And I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
Alright. I think she said she didn't want to be treated like a child. Are we angry he's coming? I'm there unhappy to have a companion, to be honest.
On the contrary, I am thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Don't tell me the old school teacher is competing against me. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I've no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for a celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
Okay. Let's see, where did I come from? I think I came from upstairs. which I can no longer go. Let's explore a little bit. Well, that went extremely well, but they didn't really try to kill me opponent, so who knows. I am in the extreme difficulty, am I not? Yes. Alright. Who knows? Okay, sprinting. Okay, so this won't be very open world as such. Kind of good in my opinion. Let's go that way. No loot, alright. Let's talk to Mother then. Can I talk to him? Or maybe Mother is sick.
What is this?
Well, she.
Have you not been
Holy
taught to
fuck.
knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill.
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my daughter has left on a mission to heal her people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck.
You
All my
must.
blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Yeah, she must really love her mother to kiss her. So this is not just her, the country or whatever is all diseased. Okay. Nice hat. Sprint. Alright. Stuck to Kurt then.
Kurt. It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You were right. Maybe he is already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier located?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Alright. Kurt is a melee combat master and can wear heavy armors. Well, he's extremely leveled up. Oh no, he's not. He levels up differently than me. Next. You don't even choose, he just lands up like that. Alright. He can use all melee weapons. He has a balance potion, okay. Special move according to equipped weapon. He's part of the coin guard. Alright. If we become friends with him, he gains craftsmanship. Alright. Change character. Okay, this is us. There will be time to look at this later, I guess. What about this? Yeah, I cannot see his. Alright, so we have what? What's this? One-handed heavy weapons. Maces, hammers, and axes. Alright. Stasis completely paralyzes an enemy. Alright. Yeah, we know what this does. 100 magic. How much magic do I have? Stasis lasts longer. Stasis destroys armor. Well, I ignore armor, so it doesn't matter. Stasis costs less magic, so 75. Stasis makes enemies more vulnerable to an next attack. Well, that sounds good, I guess. Increases armor and regenerates it progressively. Huh, okay. So you lose armor and it's gone forever. Around this one, magic healing. Instantly heals the caster. I wonder how common are potions. If it's anything like Cyberpunk, I won't need healing. Shield increases balance. What's this? Jesus, this is very difficult. Alright, there we go. Maybe a cross is better. Shield increases fury. Holy bulwark, also more resistances, but this is very far in the future. Okay, what's this side then? Divine magic ring. Shell missile and shell impact plus 50% magic damage. More destabilization, but costs 3 magic, so I guess the other one costs 1 magic, who knows? I didn't see much difference in the consumption of magic. Okay, furious magic attack and guaranteed hit. What's this? Rhino shadows. More damage from my attacks. Okay. Slightly increases the combo speed of shell impact. Shell impact causes greater loss of balance. Shell missile costs less energy. I don't know. The problem with stasis is... What is the problem with stasis? I don't know. We shall see. I guess I have melee weapons of some sort. We shall see how this goes. Okay, what's this? Shell Burst. Knocks back and deals magic damage to all enemies that surround the caster. So it's an AoE of some sort. Greatly slows enemies. More damage. Bigger shell. More stunning. What's this? Allows the use of an instantaneous dash when quickly dodging. Okay, this was very useful in Dragon Age. That teleportation, short range teleportation. Only works with divine magic ring. What the hell does that mean? Faster than lightning, allows faster attacks with... Okay. Shine Packles less energy. Yeah, so this side is pure DPS. This side is more controlled. I don't know. And this side is melee, which I'm not sure. Obviously, we will have ranged enemies because some enemies must have firearms. That's going to be a problem, I guess. All right. This we know. Equipment. Health potions. Plus 500. Okay, that's a lot. I cannot craft them. You need a ton of stuff to craft this shit, apparently. Mother's present. Can I open it? No. Alright. I can't change his equipment. Alright. Noise ring. 88 magical damage. I do have, yeah, worn hammer. Alright. I don't think I have anything else. Alright. Firearm. No firearm for me. No Kurt, okay. So he switches them. Do I have anything? Apparently not. Magic regeneration and poison resistance. Adrenaline suit. I guess we should be able to, or we, what, do we share inventory? I think I also had 3 potions on me. Yeah, and Mother's Present, we do share the inventory, okay. There is nothing I can do. Add to a team, yes. How many people can you have in your team, I wonder? Consult the quest log. Alright. Codex. Mr. de Coursiloon. Alright. A teacher. Okay, yeah. Princess Deserted. Okay, let's see. Sister of the Princess de Orsay and your mother. Congregation nobility. She came down with the Malicor. Alright. Her appearance preventing her from maintaining a rolling cart. Right. She prefers her only child to visit more. Whatever. Mother is dead. Let's forget about her. And this is us. Brought up in the court of the Prince de Orsay and his son Constantine. Okay. So we are... yeah, we're cousins to royalty. You have benefited from the best daughters and masters. Skilled at combat and light magic. Your cousin has been more calm and thoughtful than her. Okay. We have earned the respect of our uncle, and we have been appointed as legate, senior diplomat on the island of Tir Fradi. Alright. With a heavy heart that you leave behind your mother, close to death, but an opportunity like this cannot be refused, alright? What's this? Places. Serene. Continent of Gakan or Gakin. Biggest city of the merchant congregation. One of the most important ports. It's a very old city of the rich. Ultimate diplomatic city. Thanks to the neutrality of the congregation, you can find everything you can imagine here, even a very ugly disease, it seems. For over a century, serene splendor radiated, attracting the best of the best, despite the Malicor. But since the last 20 years, the deterioration of the congregation's relations with the Nauts, okay, and the aggravated epidemic has drastically reduced its prestige. We are clinging to our past.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been
Alright.
asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Ptolemy and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it is certainly worthy of inspection.
Okay. Let's see how exploration works in this game.
There are some days when you'd rather get drunk all day than have to suffer through this again.
Suffer through what?
Oh, hello, Your Excellency. It is an honor.
Do people have that strange growth? Regular people? I don't know. This guy does not. I wonder what that is. That tattoo? Is that the disease? Who knows? I think this is where I came from. Okay, let's look at the map. Alright, so what's this? Bridge Alliance. The Thilim Embassy. Fontaine Family House. Negotiate with the vendor and a ton of places I have no idea. Alright, let's go. Maybe I should save. Alright. Ooh, what's this? Loot. Poisoned alchemical mix. A beast essence, alright. So I cannot make healing. But I need science to that. So stuff has a shimmer if it can be looted, it seems. Okay, let's go down this alley. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. What did they say? Okay, there telling me something. Notify the rich ambassador. Okay. The compass. Let's not get robbed by the bombs. Ooh, look at this. Nice. So ammo is not that difficult to gather, it seems. I think maybe I should get that extra looting perk. Okay, let me see my stats actually. I don't think I've studied them. Alright, so we have life 105 per second and magic 20 per second. Which means it takes 5 seconds to gain 100. Alright, that's not too much. We have Kurt and the congregation like us. The rest of the people are very suspicious of us. Okay, what's this help? Oh, look at that. So this is the manual right here. Alright, let's read. Health, status of the character, this value decreases when attack suffered and regenerates using heals and potions. The character dies when it reaches 0, okay. Magic. Amount of magic energy of a character. This value increases when casting a spell and regenerates slowly or quickly using magic potions. Fury. This value increases in combat by inflicting damage or parrying. When the meter fills to at least one notch, the character becomes furious and can perform a critical attack. Alright. Experience increases the player wins fights or completes quests. When the aura is filled, the player gains a level. Alright. Each new level requires more experience. Okay, physical attack is that pointy thing. Amount of damage inflicted by each physical attack to your enemy's health. If they wear armor, this damage will be reduced. Armor damage, I guess that's magic damage. Amount of damage inflicted by each magic attack to the enemy's health. Magic attack ignores armor, but can be reduced by magic resistance. Ah, great. Elemental damage. Amount of damage inflicted by each elemental attack. Elemental damage ignores armor but can be reduced by elemental resistance. Alright. Instability. Force with which the enemy is shaken. The higher the value, the more likely the enemy is to severely interrupt the interaction or even knock down. Alright. Fury generated from each attack on your enemy. Defense, armor, measures your protection, the protection of your armor. Each armor point reduces a certain amount of physical damage received from an attack. An attack will always deal at least 1 point of damage after armor absorption. Alright. Magic resistance. The ability to resist magic damage. Each point of magic resistance reduces a certain amount of magic. So we will have enemy mages, ranged enemies. Well, this will be a big mess. Stability. The ability to resist being destabilized. The higher the resistance, the less the character is shaken. Alright. Poison resistance. I think that's an elemental resistance. Alright. Very good. So we have 0 magic resistance, a lot of balance it seems, and 0 elemental resistance. We are not very stunny. Okay, this is strange. HP here it says 0, on the other side it says 5 per second. Switch weapon, okay. Maybe it's the weapon. Well, apparently I'm not very good at melee. Alright, anything else I can see here? Okay, this I already think I know. The map, the journal, the world map, alright. Let's look at the world map. The Concilion Facit. What? Well, if this is a scale, holy shit, this is ginormous. New Serene. What? Hikmet, New Serene, and San Matthews. Let's see. Well, I don't see a rest. Well, maybe this game is much longer than... Alright, I should have seen that. Let me see. Help. General description. The world map is the map of the explorable universe of Gridfall. Each location indicated by a tag corresponds to an area that can be visited. There can be an exclamation point next to a tag. This means that a quest objective must be completed in the area. Alright. Alright. Ooh, what the hell? Okay. So, it's not like you can actually visit the map. It's not open world as such. Seems like kind of Dragon Age Inquisition-y. Alright. Well, that person doesn't look too happy. Let's see. Well, maybe they are not. And holy fuck.
And death to the others!
Okay, let me see. Ooh, 3 people. Yeah, 2 are coming for me, great. Holy shit. Okay, done. Alright.
Running out of energy. Drink a potion.
Alright. So the guards helped me. That makes sense. I wonder if Kurt takes my healing.
I can't hold on much longer. Running out of energy. Drink a potion.
Okay. Swap weapons. Okay, and keep attacking while you regenerate. Actually, I gained experience even though the guard did most of the work. Yeah, that didn't go too well. Maybe I should use the melee weapons. Old reinforced globes. Alright. Let's look at them. Gloves. Shit. Alright. They are much better. Let's see what Kurt has in his hands. Okay, so I can sell this, I guess, at some point. What did you say? Advanced view? Alright. Let's leave the advanced view. Coin antidote, alright. Well, Kurt, we did not do very well. So it's best to assume people dressed in black are enemies from now on. I think. Anything on the map here? No. Okay, so let's go down. Ooh, loot. Soldiers' boots and coins. Right. Coin. Everything is so grey. Is there no way to get to inventory quickly? Apparently not. Alright. Very good. Onwards then. We'll keep an eye out for the loot. It's very important when you start a game to loot everything. Since you're so weak. Okay, what the hell am I doing exactly? What are my missions? Talk to the Ridge Alliance. Alright, let's go and do that. This doesn't exist on the map. Ah, it does. Nah, this is going to be one of those horrendous exploration. Okay, there is tons of loot here. Let's just take it. What? You can access the map of the region. Yeah. I know that. Major healing potion. Magnificent feather. People just leave that stuff around. Okay. Ingredients. Yeah, this is going to be tough. Navigating. Okay, let's get here then. I don't know, we have to go here too. Ah, alright, so that means you are tracking it. Well, I guess he's dead. Ooh. Okay, so I could go into stealth mode or something. I wonder if that's worth it. It's obviously an enemy. 100%. Yeah, let's go. Maybe there is a stealth attack or something. There must be. Aha! Holy fuck! Alright. Ooh. Two enemies. Alright. Let's see if I can bushwhack him. Ah, shit.
And death to the
There
others!
has a weapon. Ah, Jesus. Holy crap, he took half my health.
Things are about to get dicey.
Yeah, I knew people with weapons would be a problem. She took half my health with a single shot. Holy fuck. Why is he all... Yeah, why is he shimmering?
Green blood, do you need something?
No, he's beneath me.
I must leave you.
Sorry, Kurt. You are not from royalty. Even nobility. Let me see, why is he... I leveled him up or something? Thought he leveled up on it on his own. I thought... So, how do you know? Probably when I reach level 6 he gains a stuff. Yeah, that's how it works. Alright, let's continue. So going the stealth way seems like a good idea. And you can stasis people if they detect you, I guess. Oh, look at that. More items. All right. I wonder, should I go melee? Let me think. But that's putting yourself in danger. The problem is that the ranged people, they're such assholes. One shot half my health. Pff, that's ridiculous. So I guess 2 shots will kill me for sure. I guess I should use the magic shielding when I see them aiming, maybe. I'm guessing magic will protect me from bullets. The old blackened court sword. Well, this does a ton of damage. Let's see if anyone can use it. I cannot use it without Kurt. Well, he cannot use it either. Oh, this city is falling apart. Are they praying?
Have a nice day, madam.
Alright. Ah, we arrived. So I guess these people are the religious faction, the Thilim. Cardinal Antonius, yeah. Guess that gives up the game. Holy shit. Yeah, I better not anger these dudes. Alright, let's talk to a good cardinal.
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tir Fredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that, but I'm sure that my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You were hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do.
Okay. Interesting. I guess if you were an Imperialist, you cannot tolerate heresy. Imperialists won't do that. Or you could, it all depends. Now, but a reasonable Imperialist would do that, but an Imperialist pig would not. Yeah, we need to enforce tradition. Alright, Thelim, yeah, let's talk about him.
Could you tell me anything about Thélème?
Ah,
It would be a pleasure. As you already know, our glorious nation is guided by our faith. We follow the teachings of Matthias, our founder and greatest prophet, and give thanks each day to the Luminous for having gifted us magic. The high dignitaries of Thélème are at the same time our spiritual guides, advocates, and grand mages.
I've heard say that dissensions have appeared recently in your nation.
Ah, you must certainly be speaking about the debates that have divided the Ordo Luminous and the more political orders. The Lord Luminous has an extremely pure vision of our faith and applies the words of our saint very strictly. But other, more open-minded factions exist within our nation. They believe that a less rigid dialectic would attract souls more readily to our faith. But their differences are purely theoretical and do not threaten the cohesion of our nation, I assure you.
yeah, right. Okay, so it's Thélème. And it's another city or another nation. Alright. So we are the congregation, the Thélème. So we're actually enforcing the religion of another place. Well, that's not good, I think. I thought it was our religion.
What is your point of view on the relations between our two nations?
As ambassador of Thélème, I can only rejoice at the mention of our commercial treaties. We appreciate as well the welcome that your uncle gave to our missionaries. Thanks to your support, more and more believers wander your lands. The congregation is our most precious ally. To be perfectly honest, we have only two complaints: that heresy is tolerated, and that your treaties with the Bridge Alliance are maintained.
Okay. Let's talk about the Bridge Alliance since he mentioned it.
How goes the conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared from the ravages of war on the continent. We fight on every front. Without great success, one must say. But what other choice do we have? These so-called savants not only refuse the light, but are determined in their fight against it.
And on Tirfredi?
To my knowledge, no one has yet seen any serious fighting. The Bridge have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and have their hands full keeping them at bay. Which leaves us greater latitude to settle peacefully and pursue our mission of conversion.
Well, that's not good. So the Bridge Alliance is fighting the natives, and these people want to bring them into the fold. I think we have our allies right in the Bridge Alliance, it seems.
How is Thélème faring on Tirfredi?
We built a marvelous city, San Matthias, on the western coast of the island. Did you know that certain historians believe that it might well have been the final resting place of our prophet? Our missionaries there are a multitude. Not a day passes without new islanders joining our sacred faith. Of course, there are certain pockets of resistance. There is talk of a demonic cult, disgusting creatures. But I am confident that the Ordo Luminous will be able to put an end to these horrors. And we have tremendous hopes that the entire native population will join our ranks.
Oh, this puts me in a very tough position, actually. Alright, let's go.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sade.
Yeah, this is very tough. Because I'm a mage, and obviously these people are the mages. I hope the Rich Alliance is not opposed to magic.
Madam, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Let me be the judge of that. Okay, let's go and talk to the Rich Alliance then. Let's see what they say.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
Yeah, that could be a problem. Apparently, the prince is a very tolerant man. I think this character will not, for sure. This other end. Oh, there is a door there. Okay, let's track this door. What's this? The Fontaine family house. And I am a princess imperial or whatever. They must pay homage with their belongings. Health potion. Yeah, how much ammo do I have? Maybe ammo is not a problem in the game. Who the hell is this? No.
Greetings. I hope your day will be better than mine.
Alright. Yeah, let's enter this house. Let's see what happens. I'm here to steal your belongings. Don't worry. Oh, look at that. It actually looks like me. A little bit. Well, the character, I mean. Ooh. Lady Fontaine. She doesn't look too happy, nor too young. Okay, nothing we can do here. Let's go and talk to the other faction then. The Rich Alliance. It's an interesting name, I have to say. Straight ahead. Alright. You have discovered the Princess Palace. Really? It should be up there, I think. Ooh. Mighty chest. Has nothing good on it. Well, gold. You can never refuse gold. Alright, I cannot cross that way. Something is... I thought it was shimmering. Or sparkling, I guess is the proper term. Alchemical mix. Okay, what's this? We're going back up. Alright, let's explore, why not? Let's be the Princess Palace. I hope this place is secure. Jesus. What the hell is this? Turned out diary page. My pains are getting stronger, my guts are churning, it's getting harder and harder for me to run the shop. I can even feel my legs. Malicor has got me like so many others. Who needs books when everyone is dying? All that's left me to is drag myself to a dispensary and kill myself, alright. Very nice. I think this is where I changed direction when I was coming down the... Yeah, this is where I killed these people. Alright. Let's continue exploring. It seems to me it will be very much like Dragon Age 2 this game. Ranged enemies will be the problem. I need to find a way to kill them fast. Which I guess means ranged DPS is the way to go. Okay, seems like the Royal Guard or something.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
Yes, indeed. Okay. Yes, I am. Ah, this guy has the same symbol as Kurt. Coin guard, it's what they're called. I think the telltale sign someone is deceased is the eyes. Yeah, whatever I have on my cheek is not the Malicor. Okay, I think I can make my character a religious zealot. Or maybe not, I don't know. I need to justify something to want to destroy the natives.
Oh, hello, Your Excellency. It is an honor.
But I guess I could easily make this character a religious zealot. There is disease. My uncle lets heretics in. Yeah, we can easily justify religious zealotry, but let's see. Let's see what the Rich Alliance is all about. Alright, let's go to the right.
Have a nice day, madam.
Same to you, madam. Yeah, this does seem like a science party. So you have the religious magic party and the science party. That's problematic.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that, I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Teofredi. My cousin Constantine is taking office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations. and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Alright. Well, it's good I'm not playing a lawful evil character, otherwise I wouldn't be able to do any of these quests. Alright, let's talk.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of her allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Sad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors. But our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration.
Of course.
Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
Alright.
And what of your war with Thélème?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Tiafredi.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Thélème has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are in fact quite rare. But one day they will inevitably take place.
Alright, so they also have a colony there.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tiafredi for much longer than we have. What can you tell me?
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around 15 years ago now. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me. It is a luxurious island. An enormous dead volcano thrones in its center. The vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered animals that we had never ever seen before. Some are bigger than houses. But they're not the only occupants of the island. A savage and crude people also live there, who speak an incomprehensible language. But you shall discover all of this for yourself soon enough.
This is tough. This is tough.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
Okay.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
Yeah. It's difficult to choose between the two factions. How many factions are they? Let me see. You have the Alliance, the Leme, the Coin Guard. Okay. The Knots and the Natives. Okay, the Natives are gunners, obviously. So the Leme wants to convert the Natives. The Rich Alliance wants to destroy the Natives, I guess. But the Leme wants to convert the rest of the world to the religion, while the Rich Alliance encourages alliances between the various peoples of... What is this continent called? I don't think I know. Okay, so I said they had their city on the west side. I don't see any cities here. The other ones on the north. Maybe it's because I haven't discovered them. Pretty sure San Mateus was on the west side, but I don't see anything here. Alright. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to choose. I will continue to ponder it. Alright. Fontaine Family Warehouses. Let's continue exploring. I'm afraid exploring will get me killed somehow. Since bandits are roaming everywhere. Let me see. Maybe tactical. There must be a way, yeah, a way to know if someone is an enemy. Maybe tactical pause and stealth are the two ways to know if someone is an enemy or a friend. I didn't see any level indicators on enemies, which is problematic. I guess I have become accustomed to that in games. Swiftness potion, I probably should have read what it did. Let's look at it. Swiftness potion. So this is actually a trap. Okay. So it's on a magic damage. Okay. 300 damage. Jesus Christ. Potion that increases the speeds of all your actions for 15 seconds. Well, that doesn't. But this stuff is very good, actually. I imagined that would be a case. The traps. That could insta... Nah, I don't think it can insta-kill someone. I have 500 health. They can seriously damage enemies. At the very least. Okay, let's walk on this canal, if you can call it that. Let's keep looting. Nothing better. So it's a chemical preparation of an elemental damage. Yeah, you get tons of explosives. Let me see how much ammo I have. Do they tell me? 12. I think I actually have more explosives than ammo. It's hilarious. I don't think I went this way. Yeah. I need to... Overall, what our character wants, I guess. Let me think, what does my character want? Our city is in decline. There is 2 other big factions that are growing and they are fighting. I guess being part of the royal family here, we wouldn't want to lose that status, which means we want our city's revival, not joining either of the other 2 factions. Yeah, we're basically royalty here. If we were to join either the not the congregation, the Teleme or the Alliance, we would lose that status, obviously, because we would be newcomers in either one. Okay, let's enter in this warehouse. Let's see what's in here. Probably should be sneaking just in case.
It's blocked.
Okay. I wish there was something that made me less busy while doing this. Maybe there will be armor that increases stealth time or something. Kurt is not particularly stealthy, it seems. So I think that's it for this character. We want the congregation to become powerful. We don't want to join either. And I guess the new colony is our best bet to that. We shall see how this goes. Maybe we can turn the natives to our side. Maybe that's even a possibility, honestly. Or enslave them and make that way our riches. Okay, there is no one here. There is nothing either. Okay, let me see. There is something I want to know. You cannot retreat when you open doors. Jesus. That's problematic. So if you open a door, you cannot retreat. Alright, more Fontaine family warehouses. What's this? The Coin Guard Barracks. Alright, you know what? Let's go there first.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's fashion?
No, not really. Resuscitation powder. Revives fallen enemies and heals them. Alright. How difficult is it to manufacture? Let me see. Science level 1 takes a lot of stuff.
You'll find all you need.
There is something new here. Ah, fuck. I need to remember to use the thumbstick. That's actually a shame. Alright. Let's talk to this dude.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Let's see what he sells. Well, he sells super expensive shit. What's this? $33 pieces. How much? I have only 45 pieces. Rate of fire 1. Small blunderbuss. Yeah. Yeah, people with guns are going to pain in the ass, I can already tell. Jesus. Cannot even buy the stuff I'm wearing. Okay, let's look at these rings. What? Ring of the Priest does much more damage. Ring of the Deacon does not that much damage, extra damage, but it stuns more. ATT cost Furious, what the hell does that mean? I need to start doing more damage, that's for sure. My magic attacks are not very good. Okay, what about armor? Fashionable hat. Everything is worse. Or so it seems. What? Where is my stuff? Oh. How do I know? They are telling me it's worse, it's better. I wished I could see my actual equipment. Alright, let's see. Healing. So I can choose either magic healing or the other healing. No, that's annoying. I don't have a cloak. But I don't have money to purchase one either. Alright, let's see how much. Oh, okay. How much is a balance potion? What's this? Increases your balance, okay. Health potion 23 for one health potion. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's a lot of money. And now it's 10. Yeah, that's not sustainable, no way. It's way too much money. Does he sell ingredients? Let's see. Let's say I were to want to fashion. I need 2 of these and 1 beast essence, so that's 8. And this is 3, so it costs 11 to make a regular potion. On purchasing it costs almost twice as much. Jesus. No, actually more than twice. It's crazy. Really? Okay, I think I'll buy this. Help with quests. That sounds great. You know what? Let's take it. Yes. Let's take everything. I only take one. Okay. Now let's take both. Now let's sail. Sell? Yes, sell. That's a good weapon. How many companions can you have, I wonder? Yeah, look at all the hawthorn I have already. Okay, let's sell this one.
Thank you for your
Alright.
visit. See you soon.
So what are we're going to visit the coin guard. Yes, let me save since we did that. Yeah, crafting is obviously superior to buying stuff. I think I might need to spread out my abilities, unfortunately. There is a local map. Yes, there is, but inside it's much easier to keep track of where you have been. Yeah, lack of a minimap is kind of annoying because the coin guard it's all on the streets now.
Lady Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Not yet. You know, this type of mission is not really my speciality.
Well, that's to your honor. But the commander did give the order to you. Her Excellency might be able to help you. Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Okay, it's true, we'll have a mission for them. Deal with a merchant or something. Ooh, they have tons of guns. Yeah, once you open a door, you're trapped. That's going to be tough. So I probably should always open doors stealth. Jesus, look at that guy. It's like a ghoul. Where the hell did we end up? We crossed the whole thing. Yeah, I think you need to explore while stealth. In the stealth. Because otherwise you might enter a room and it's filled with enemies. And that would be hilarious, actually. They will instantly attack you. That's tough. That's tough in a game. Yeah, more stuff. Yeah, I think I will need to get science. At least one level in science. Okay, let's go to the side of the warehouses. Doesn't seem the fontaine are around, but you never know. I might have to drop the difficulty, we shall see. It's obvious the ranged characters do way too much damage in this difficulty. Maybe I will be able to deal with them. Alright, let's stealth, as I said. Just in case. How do you properly say that, I wonder? Stealthing, stealth. Going to stealth, sneak around. Yeah, I guess sneak is the proper way. let's go. Doesn't seem to be anyone.
It's blocked.
That's the other door. Okay. Let's get out of here. Apparently the fountains don't have anything of worth other than barrels and barrels of liquor. Alright, let's continue going south. I wonder if I can do that because I got bigger. They did say I could do fits the old warehouses, alright. Yeah, that's another health potion right there. Insight even, since they say you can loot more stuff. Yeah, half the people I've met are completely deceased. Alright, let's get here. The villain's den. Alright. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't go there until I level up. The villain's den. Yeah, that sounds like a place I shouldn't go to. Let's leave it for the future. But high firearms would be good for this character, I think. Are you serious? I cannot enter that place? Only from the coin guard. Now I can. Whoop! Ooh. That doesn't appear in the map. Jesus, are you telling me?
It's blocked.
Okay.
It's blocked.
Alright, that's good. I thought all the doors you could access. Abandoned letter. I hope you... Alright. I can barely see anymore. It's difficult to write. I am sorry, my child. The looters have wrecked our beautiful bookstore. Ah, this is the dude that left the diary. But they might not have found the chest I hid in our house. Take care of yourself, my son. Flee to this magic island. Well, I haven't found any chests. That's the guy from the bookstore.
It's blocked.
I think. Okay, let's be on the lookout for people on black leather, since they appear to be the enemies. So this is what, Fontaine family? No, the tavern. I think I saw. The tavern, yes. This is what? Crafting table. Craftsmanship allows you to upgrade your weapons and armor. Science allows you to create potions and traps. You will need knowledge to be able to use the crafting table. To obtain it, spend points in desired talents, or use certain pieces of equipment or companions that can give you a bonus. Each talent point will unlock new recipes. You will also need ingredients. Alright. Okay. Paired with weapon B. Can I? They say I could upgrade stuff. Ah, yeah, it does say I can upgrade it. Can I upgrade my ring? Apparently not. I don't have any science to make this stuff. Laced drink. What? Okay. Let's go to the tavern, shall we? So a grand old time in the tavern. Apparently tons of gnolls are here. I wonder if this is a dangerous place. I think it might. Let's go stealthily. No, I paid like 5 gold for that. Just in case. You never know. There might be a crazy guard. Use key.
I don't have the key. Locked.
Hilarious.
I don't have the key.
Alright. That's truly hilarious. Let's go upstairs. Probably exploring will kill me, but if exploring kills me, this is the wrong difficulty, I think. Is this the key? Let's make sure there is no one. Innkeeper's key, alright. Very good. Alright, tons of stuff to lockpick. I wonder if it's worth it. Given, yeah, I think well, it depends on the companions. I wonder how many you can have. That guy can give me craftsmanship. Ooh. I don't think I want craftsmanship that much. Letter from an alchemist from Al Saad. Okay. Those you have accused are now behaving as if rules do not apply to them. Conducting questionable experiments. Alright. So the alchemists are doing unethical experiments. So I guess that's... So you have religious zealots on one side, you have unscrupulous scientists on the other. Alright. Let's go and open the storeroom. Hopefully there is something very good inside.
Locked.
What? I lost it. Which means I could have opened the other one, Jesus. Ah, look at that, another innkeeper key. That's hilarious. So he kept the key to one room inside the other room. I guess it's for people that have lock picking, so you only have to go upstairs. It's hilarious. What? Ah, fuck. Are you serious? I ended up here. Okay. Let's go to a tavern proper then. I lost a lockpick. Whatever.
Matt,
Sister!
I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
They all say that. I stole the coins right from in front of him. Jesus. Okay. Are these guys enemies? Doesn't look like it. It's just a second floor. I wonder if this game has stealing mechanics. Doesn't look like it, but...
Greetings, Your Excellency.
Ooh, the end of scene. Very nice. Cushions, a bed, all you need, and tons of liquor. Alright, let's talk to the innkeeper, see what he has to say. And let's confront the charlatan next. Why not?
Good day, Tavern Keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
Murder. Alright.
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late things are looking better. The Malicor and the neighbouring wars have dampened commerce. The epidemic still rages, but the possibility of finding a cure on that island has given people something to hope for. Now that we have a city there, quite a few seafarers come by to spend their wages.
Okay.
Has the Malicor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I tell you. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People are still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Oh, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the new isle.
Yes, that seems fairly clear.
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Tir Freddy.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say that man-trees live there. Dragons and gigantic creatures. Treasure abounds under every rock. And the source of eternal life is hidden somewhere there. Last night, some Nauts even told me they brought back one of those giant beasts into the port. Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink was fueling their imaginations.
They're not. Wonder what they are.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
they not? Maybe they are sailors, astronauts. I don't know. Why would the astronauts be called that? Coin Tavern Bridge Embassy. Well, there is the charlatan, supposedly. Okay. Ooh. Okay, let's go and talk to this guy.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
If we had a word with him, I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
Yes. I wonder if that guy that purchased was planned, as they say. All purchased then. Yes, friend, come and get them. I'll give you a discount. All right. Aha. Let's be careful. Ooh. Holy shit. They're going to see me. Alright. I wonder how many are there. This could be my death. 3. Jesus. Ah,
To my help, and death to the others!
Jesus, run away, run away. Yeah, I think I don't need that.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey! They broke your armor! Be careful!
Okay, I think that might be a better idea. I should have used the crazy attack. I don't know what's better, honestly. Does my health regen? Yes, it does. Alright, well, that's good. An old blunt foil. The charlatan's antidote. Ah, alright. So it's actually a charlatan's back room. These pages are coded in a small, almost illegible handwriting. The author was a true alchemist. Letter from the innkeeper. The weird alchemist to the Alliance who rented a room upstairs specifically asked us not to clean it during his stay. Alright. Interesting. So maybe the innkeeper knows more than he let on. Potion increases the destabilizing effects for a long duration. Alright. I wonder how long it takes to place a trap. Maybe it's fast. The bandit hat is 0 out of 0. Nice. It's ridiculous. Maybe a stasis is a good one. Yeah, maybe I can use Kurt to distract people and stasis to control the flow of fight. Maybe that's better. Yeah, running out of magic, that doesn't sound too good. If I had the weapons, if I had firearms, then yeah, it would make more sense. So I got the notes of the thing. Let's see. Mask the charlatan. How do I even know he's a charlatan? Hawthorn, red berries. Create healing potions and resuscitation powders. Alright. Yeah, I don't need to know that. Oh, look at this. Yeah, firearms. I need firearms. The shot consumes 1 ammunition. Okay, let's see this. When the player is in a stealth mode near enemies, a detection indicator appears on their heads. If your presence is detected, the indicator will fill up and you are perceived as dangerous. Alright, suspicious and detected. They go way too fast. Potions. Their effect is not always immediate. Potions can be bought. They can also be crafted. They require ingredients. Okay. Let's see. Alright, Tier Fry is made of several regions. As you explore, you will discover campsites. When you reach the end of a road, use the travel interface to your next destination. There are also caravans for you to quickly travel to one city to the other. Alright. During your long journeys, you can stop at a wandering camp. There you can buy or sell, manage your companions, access your chest. Alright. Merchant caravans. They charge? Jesus. Well, a safe journey, I guess. You have discovered the campsite. You can travel from there or be transported here directly by the travel interface. Here you can summon and manage your companions. You can use your chest. You can rest. Alright, as a diplomat, an accommodation is available to you in the main cities. Direct access to the map, gaining a level. Reset your character's progress. Alright, guess that could be useful. In the darkest places you can turn your lantern. Alright. Reputation. You need favors from an important character. Your reputation with their faction can be crucial. Maintain good relations and pay attention to your choices. You can also help them by doing quests. Alright, zones controlled by other factions. Beware of zones managed by other factions. Forbidden to you. Infiltrating these places and being seen will cause a fight. And it will damage your reputation. Alright. Weight limit. Movements become slowed down. Alright. That's it. Let me check the... I thought... maybe not. Cardinal Antonius. Alright. He's said to be close enough to the Inquisition and has been collaborating with the most extreme defenders of the faith. Very nice. Alright. I think my inventory stuff is all shit. I'm pretty sure. Well, not shit, but mostly what I already have. The hats are definitely garbage. Always forget. I need to consider using traps. See how quickly you can put them down. Anything good? No. I lose tons of damage. Right. Let's save again. I think I was here. Yeah, I looted that thing. Let's go and talk to the charlatan. I actually have zero proof he is a charlatan.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Cut yourself.
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now. I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
All right.
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him, before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Yes. He runs fast. Okay, back to the tavern. Ah, there it is. Holy hell. Who are these people? Well, at least they are not my enemies. Let's talk to the innkeeper.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
Alright. Up we go.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Let's go stealthily. Just in case he has more bandits awaiting us. I think this was the room with the aha. Can I kill him?
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that's found you. Have you seen the mob that's gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he's the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Alright.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy. To criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners. Making them drink the most vile poisons. Find a remedy to the Malachor they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace, and earned Sahin's hatred.
And now he has the same. Isn't that hilarious? But it kind of makes sense if they find a cure to the Malachor and they try to blackmail the prince with it so that he joins the Alliance. That makes sense. Very cunning.
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled. But I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps. But you are hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, my lady?
What do I do with this dude? Okay, this is the first tough choice. What do I do? He's trying to find a cure to a Malicor. That's good. But this will anger the scientists. I don't know what that could bring out, you know. What if siding with the scientists makes me unable to access higher level magics from the religious people? I think I'm pretty much married to magic. What do I do with this dude? I think we... He was selling... What was he selling? Should I help him escape or should I not? Yeah, I think my RP is maybe a little bit too narrow. I usually go for lawful evil, you know? That's my default position most of the time. Go for lawful evil. Yeah, let's arrest him, whatever. If it's nothing relating to imperialism, which he is trying to find a cure, but if he goes, what then? Now we need to find a cure. We need to find a cure to a Malicor. I think that's the main objective of this character. Find a cure to a Malicor, no matter what. If this dude wants to find a cure, we need to help him. Yeah, I think I'm going to make that my main objective. The two main objectives are, well, the true main objectives make Serene a powerful city again, and that entails curing the Malicor disease. So we will do whatever it takes to cure the Malicor. This guy wants to find a cure. Let's help him. The problem is the other guys also want to find a cure, apparently. But they will use the cure to blackmail the prince and us. Yeah.
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
Alright. I think I'm going to sneak him out.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
Yes. I need to get you out of here. I have unlocked the service entrance. You will be able to sneak out of there discreetly.
Without being skinned alive by the mob?
You need to remain prudent. I will escort you to your cart.
I follow you.
Let's sneak out the back.
I hope we don't run into any unhappy patients.
Alright, so I could have gone and talked to the people. Well, I think that was a mistake. Probably. I didn't know I could do both. Yeah, people teleport inside houses. That's crazy. Okay, where do we have to lead him to? Holy fuck, I need to get him to... Where? What? Am I not doing this quest anymore?
Angry customers. And we have no choice but to go this way? Holy Hades.
Oh, fuck. What? Jesus Christ.
And death to the others!
Are you serious? Yes, they are serious.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
I can't hold on much longer!
Jesus Christ. I'm going to die. Okay. Okay. Where the hell do I lead him to? I ain't got half the population. Alright, let's go this way. I have no idea where I'm supposed to lead him to. Maybe I can send him on the boat?
Wait. Don't abandon me. They're going to take me. We need to find my cart.
Well, where is that, you fuck? Ah, his cart is his stuff. Am I supposed to get back to his stuff? Well, this is... yeah. Need to get back to his stuff. Well, that was stupid. I could have gone through the... I could have gone through the barracks. Jesus. Now we are fucked. Why did they say his cart? It doesn't look like a cart. Doesn't look like anything like a cart. Shit.
Running out of energy. Drink a potion.
Fuck. What? They murdered him. Jesus. They murdered Kurt. Holy shit. Is going on?
And death to the others! Move
I need quicker. Jesus.
I've never learned to fight.
Well, this is a very strange system of fighting, let me tell you. Very strange indeed. Can I double back? I wonder if this bastard will truly not follow me. Follow me, you fuck.
Where are you headed?
Yeah.
Don't me. They're going to take me. We need to find my cart.
Jesus. Probably should try to kill all these people. Can at least take one of them on the stealth. Would be could have talked to him. I could have gone through the barracks too. Can we go through this place? Okay, you know what? Let's try it. I wonder if he will. Okay, I don't want to fight so many people. Okay, he is following, alright. Well, that looks like another party of enemies.
Where are you headed?
Ah, fuck.
They're going to take me. We need to find my cart.
Yeah, this dude. Okay, we have to go straight through them then. Hopefully that woman is not part of them. Okay, I can at least kill some. Okay. We need to kill the
Running out of energy. Drink a potion.
fuck.
I can't hold on much longer.
Jesus. Okay. Fuck. All right. Okay, finally. Level 2. That guy is better than Kurt. The old bastard is better than Kurt. Maybe I should bring him around. Well, you know what? Let's try to kill the other people. He seems to be very good at that. He appears to be immortal. Well, Kurt was just some Random bastard. Health potion, okay. Yeah, magic goes away too fast. Problem is, those people with humongous amounts of armor, they're basically impossible to kill. Alright, this fighting is giving me tons of XP. This dude is helping a lot.
Holly, protect me. I've never learned to fight. Holy Evans,
Alright. Could be deceived.
To my health and death to the others! Move away!
Fuck, he regained all his health. Fuck. Yeah, this is annoying. Let me tell you. So they regain all their health. Who is the guy that I need to kill? One of them is much dangerous. If I go away, they instantly...
To my health and death to the others! I'm running out of energy. Drink a potion!
Fuck. Yeah, they kick me and I'm out of combat. How do I kill that bastard faster? Guess I could use the melee magic attack that seems to do more damage.
Protect me. I've never learned to fight. To my health and death to the others!
Ah, fuck.
Drink a potion!
Fuck, move.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Move. Ah, fuck. Move. Okay, heal. Fuck. Are you serious? Alright. Alright, we did it. Somehow. It was hilarious stuff. Kurt, you're a piece of shit. Let me tell you. Alright, apparently I got a good piece of equipment. Yeah, much better. You cannot really compare stuff. Alright. Ah. Okay. Let me save. Those have been tough battles. Yeah, you have to mix it up. But I think magic is definitely a way to go. Being 100% honest. Because people with tons of armor basically impossible to kill with regular weapons, I think. Especially the Shadow Impact, that's very good at killing people. I just need... maybe I need those potions. Let me see. The magic potions. Power potion, no. Magic potion. Really, this is actually quite easy to make. Do I have? I don't have regular magic potions. Alright, I really need... I need science. Whenever I leveled up, did I gain anything? Apparently not. I gained more life. By the looks of it. Remaining points, okay, I can spend them. Strong grip. I think I need to work my way down the divine ring path. Honestly. I need to do more damage with that thing. Yeah. Alright, yeah. I think the divine ring path is the logical choice. Why didn't I use traps? I could have trapped them. I guess. I think I saw another bandit. Let me try that. I could have put a trap on the floor. Yeah, I need to do whatever I can to make... Yeah, those guys look like people that want to kill us. That's for sure. Let's make sure. Now I know they have a very small...
I should have stayed at the tavern. I was safe.
You're safe, you cannot die. Alright, let's go to the angry customers. The more people I can kill, the better. Alright. Okay, let me put a trap. Let's see if that works.
Is your hat out of style?
Just want to see how this works. Okay, he's seeing me, so let's put the trap here. Yeah, you can know if they are enemies, but whatever. Techniques, spells, actions. I cannot put traps. Or can I? No, I cannot. Or not that I can see. Let me go to my inventory. How does this work? There is... what's this? Let's you put alchemical preparations on the ground. Alright, so I cannot put traps as a mage. Given how the game works, that's a very powerful thing. So I cannot use this unless I get an ally that can put traps, I guess, maybe. Alright. Very interesting stuff.
Holy leaders, they've seen you. To my help! And death to the others! You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
How many people do we have? 2 enemies.
You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
Fuck.
Green blood.
insta heal when you go out of combat. It's annoying. This one is down.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be the talk of all serene.
Let's wait until I heal up. Well, let me see if I heal in combat. Now it stops.
Protect me. I've never learned to fight. To my help! And death to the others!
What the hell are they doing? Want to fight some random dude.
Things are about to get dicey.
Can actually keep someone perma-stunned. Is this guy alive? Yes, he is. What? How much does the stasis cost? I think it's 100, isn't it? This was super easy. Having two companions makes it so easy. I wish I never had to let him go. Alright, let's save because we have been very successful at this. I wish I could bring him around the town. With him at my side, no one will kill me. Kurt is a piece of dung. Let's see, I saw those bandits this way. Maybe I can get his help. He seemed very intent not to go up this route.
Where are you headed?
Yeah.
Don't abandon me.
Okay.
You're to take me.
Let's not put the quest on any more danger. So I have killed tons of my own citizens to save some dude that just wants to find the cure to a malacor. I should have negotiated with the mob, probably. What? Is this not the place we're supposed to come to? Jesus. Maybe it's back there. Right out here. Nah, let's not go there. I might destroy the quest. I think he wants to go to his... Okay.
My cart, finally. I owe you my life. How can I ever thank you?
Just do us the favor of never coming back. And stop this deceitful commerce.
Have no worries about that. I'm not going to forget this lesson anytime soon.
Move along now. Get out of here while there's still time.
Would you accept this as a token of my gratitude? Farewell, my lady.
What did he give me? Inform the ambassador. He's not going to be happy. Should have arrested him, probably. That's the truth. What the hell did he give me? The charlatan's antidote. Whatever he gave me, it's trash. So I just imperiled. Let's go to the Bridge Alliance. Nah, stay here. I want to climb this plank. I think that's where the bandits are. Let's go stealthily. I think this is the same place that those bandits are.
The merchant is there.
Holy fuck, yes, they are the bandits. They're going to see me. Pretty sure these guys are enemies. Yes, they are. That guy is going to see us, isn't he? Yes, climb. I'm not going to be trapped like that. Alright. Being trapped is there, good. You know what? Let's go talk to the ambassador. He's going to be very angry, but what can you do? Maybe I can lie to him. I think that's a good idea. I think you go up here.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say that I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again. That man is part eel.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard Tavern, but he had already escaped. All the same, you have nothing to fear. He will never step foot in Serene again.
We'll eventually catch up with him and deliver the punishment that his crimes deserve. Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that such an amiable legate will soon cross the shores of Tir Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
He gave me money, and I leveled up. This guy is awesome.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
Alright, this is the same.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
I think we have made our choice, honestly. I need to keep going down the path. I cannot purchase this. You need 2 points. Oh. That is tough. A tough pill to swallow. I do think traps will make it easier to survive, honestly. I don't think I'll spend more points in the stasis. The stasis is good as it is. Maybe once I'm done with whatever this leads us down, I'll put 2 points into set trap. I definitely need to make my magic missiles better. Should I save it? Maybe I should. Okay, let me check this out. Allows instantaneous setting of traps while dodging. What? Okay. That's strange. Increase the destruction of armor. It's true. The people with armor, that's the main problem. Let me see traps. Do I do they do area damage? That's what I want to know. Even pistols would be great. I think that given how the game works, traps seem to be the best option. Let me check that out. They do area damage. Yeah. I wonder if they do damage to me. That would be hilarious. Yeah, this stuff is super powerful. Kind of amazing. How many bullets do I have? 17. Well, making them is not that tough. That fungus, why would you put fungus on a bullet? Kind of crazy. I wonder. Nah, let's keep going down the magic path. I think if I die, I might try a technician. I don't know. And get maybe spend 2 points to get this one with the technician. Get magic. I think that might be a good investment. Since you get these, I'm guessing certainly. Then you get magic, and that's, I guess, the best combo, honestly. Starting with a technician and getting magic. I think that might be the best approach, actually. Instead of starting with magic and then spending 2 points to get these two. Alright. Let's just go magic and see how it goes. What's this? Ah, yeah, dodge. Yeah, that might be super useful. Yeah, alright. Did I get anything else? No. Level 4, level 5, level 4, okay. What about Kurt? I think he gained something at level 3, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he did. He gained the strength. Alright. Well, hopefully that means he will start killing people faster. Okay, now let's go and explore on the left-hand side. What's this? The Thalim Embassy, the Fontaine family house, yeah. They negotiate with the vendor. Okay. This is the villain's then, hilarious name. Yeah, let's go straight down the canal here. Okay, this is the Thalim Embassy. That is blocked. Okay, let's go down here then. I'm actually enjoying this game quite a bit. Okay. Let's try to murder that dude. Ah, fuck. I'm sure I can take him.
To my help! And
Okay.
death to the others!
And that's why it's so powerful, the traps. Enemies have short-term memory and very small areas of aggro. Where is this other dude? I think I can take him from the other side. Let's go. Yeah, that insta-kill with the stealth, that's super useful. I'm pretty sure I can take him from this side while the other guy is running around. Let's wait until he goes that way. Then it will become trivial to kill this asshole. I can just freeze him.
To my help! And death to the others!
Alright. Very nice. Very nice indeed. There was someone else. Oh, there you are. Apparently bandits don't have much in the way of money. Yeah, I think the logical approach is start technician and get magic. If I die, I'll do that for sure. Maybe a stasis stuff is not that bad. Let me check. Maybe I'm discounting it. That there is one that says you 60%, 50% more damage. Yeah. Maybe I should consider that. Whatever. No, but this dash, this seems super useful. Although I don't know what it actually does. Alright, I think I'll try every single archetype. The thing with magic is that it just... maybe I should get the stasis, maybe that's better. Not magic attack, but the stasis. Stasis and tech. Maybe that's a good combination. I don't know, I'll try something like that. I think this time I'm going full magic. If I die, I'll try tech and magic. That seems like a very powerful combination. Maybe a stasis and melee, I don't know. I don't like melee combat that much, it's too dangerous. Okay, let's talk to this dude.
Good day, my lady.
Holy fuck.
How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, madam. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, madam. I'm just an agent, and I'm only obeying orders.
All right.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders? Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You were demanding a second payment, but refused to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
Okay. Cannot do this. I don't. Okay. Let's use charisma. 50% chance. I think I'm going to lose that one.
I don't think you understand who you were dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lady de Sardet, niece of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion and theft. You know as well as I that the Congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That's a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise without delay, unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
Really?
As you request, milady. I shall go immediately and ask that these crates be delivered to the attendant.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
That thing worked? That's hilarious.
Don't you worry now. You'll get your merchandise.
It actually worked. 50%. Alright, 50% is high. I guess. Hilarious. Okay, so we were going down that path. We killed the people there. Let's continue exploring. Truly hilarious. Maybe I should go to the coin guard. Yeah, maybe I should. I might level up again, who knows. Let's go right there. It's not like it's too far away. People are am I going the right way? No. How did I end up here? Okay, whatever. Wonder what they are burning. Okay, that's the place.
Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 3D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Well, isn't that nice? And even... I guess we need to talk to the port people. Alright, we were somewhere here. We need to go here. Jesus. Alright, somewhere there. Can I sell stuff to this guy?
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
I don't think I have enough money to buy anything. I actually have tons of money now. I guess it's because I did all those missions for the guard. These are the same type of weapons. Alright. I wish he has a strength now, doesn't he? None of these requires strength. I think I can sell this one. Let's sell that one. Armor, all these hats are trash. Apparently. Is this what I'm wearing? Yeah. Cannot sell what I'm wearing. Yes, I can. Actually, this is not what I'm wearing. I changed it. I don't remember. Okay, whatever. Anything here I can sell? I think that's not a good idea. And all the trash. So I have 300 gold. Can I get anything good? He can use these things. So much money. I think for him it doesn't matter. But I need to make him is a good tank. That's for sure. Can I buy him maybe a good armor? Apparently his dude doesn't sell armor. He's not wearing anything on his head. No, he has a... What the hell does he have?
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
He must have something on his head. Why does it say like he has nothing? He has the hat. Holy shit. The hat that gives 0. Jesus. Alright. Well, I'm not going to buy a hat. I might buy the priest ring.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again.
It's like 50
Have you
extra
seen
damage
anything to
for
your
me.
liking? What might I help you with?
That seems like a good idea. Am I... Oh yeah, I'm purchasing, yes. Alright, Yeah, this seems alright. Let me see. 100, yeah, 40 extra damage, 6 extra damage. 40 seems like a lot, to be honest. The Vika ring. Well, this is much less expensive, and how? So we're paying 40 extra gold for 20 more damage. I guess that's good. How is this shit so expensive? Okay, let's buy that ring. I just want to see how much difference does it do. Ring of the Priest, why not? Maybe there are more merchants in this godforsaken place. I haven't explored the whole city. There might be. Let me explore and see. Nah, let's buy it. I've been complaining of not doing enough damage.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again.
I think Loss is correct in this. You should buy the stuff, not hoard the money. Yes. Now let's equip it.
See you soon.
Jesus. Can you compare stuff? I don't think you can. Ah, it actually automatically equipped it. So they sell it for 140 and buy it for 14. Okay, very nice. So now I supposedly do tons more damage. We shall test that theory. I think next. Let me see. I'm going to delete one, then let's delete this one. Now, I need to know if saving. Yeah, it went down. Alright. Let's delete the last one. Alright. Onwards. We were going there, so we take a left and go. That's where I killed those dudes. We're going straight there. Ah, fuck. I cannot open it. No. Oh, bandits. Nice. Haste potion. Increases your stealthiness. Alright. Very good. Actually, I like that. How difficult is it to manufacture? Let's see. That potion might be just what we need. Beast essence, well, that's bad. That's what you need for healing potions. Unless I can buy beast essence in the bulk. I don't think. Alright, let's take a right here. Is there anything this way? Yes. Yes, there is. Tons of stuff. Yeah, I don't know. What I think could be a powerful combination is firearms and magic. You use magic until you run out of magic and then shoot people. The problem is if they have armor. If they have armor, I'm sure bullets take the armor. Take out the armor, not the health. But actually going a stasis and then shadow impact seems to be a kind of good combo. Alright, what's this? To the family of the rich man who provoked us, we have him and we will kill him if you pay some handsomely. Come with a full purse to the alley south of the old warehouse district. I think that's the villains then. Yeah. Very strange kidnapping note. Just leaving it in public like that. This is the tavern. We have traversed this place several times. I like smaller maps. They're much easier to handle. This kind of reminds me of Dragon Age 2 in a good way. Alright, I guess we have no choice but to get to the docks. I think we're looking for our cousin or something. And now we have to smuggle arms into the island.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. Some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's niece. All is in order. We will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Okay. Disappear. Ah, these are the nuts. The nuts are the... No, the what? The sailing guild, I guess. Or something like that.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavia and Laura.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
All right.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. Might I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
Why not? Let's say it.
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Thélème has entrusted me with the job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They're making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We, of course, refused entry. Only the Nords have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and words.
Okay, what the hell does that mean? Malice. So these guys are half pirates and half merchants, I guess.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become
magic.
a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Nords master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is seaborn. He is a Nord from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nords for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
Okay.
Could you tell me anything about our destination? The island of Teofridi?
It is a magnificent place. Wild. Spared from your wars and your mines, for now. The natives have a relationship with their land and consider it sacred. They're a very friendly people, welcoming, that will appear to you strangely familiar. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures, some enormous. But I wouldn't know what else to tell you. I've never strayed far from the ports.
Seems like a good idea.
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is the biggest high seas port on the continent. Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city, it holds a particular status for us Nords. Certain zones are owned completely by us, and maritime law holds office. It's a good port. Were it not for the Malachor, it would be a pleasant place to dock.
Yes, we need to sort the Malachor. Which means so far I'm inclined to side with them, with the science people, since they are trying to find a cure. Alright, let's see if he can smuggle it.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates, after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten it into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tier 4D. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
Yeah, don't say that. Don't say that aloud in front of that guy. Alright.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Well, this is turning into a big conspiracy now. We have tons of quests, but unfortunately time is running short. Tamper with the ship's manifest. Interrogate the smuggler. Oh, this is crazy. I can talk to this. I need to talk to two people about the missing cowboy. Maybe if I do some quests for the knots, they will be more amiable to my requests. Let me finish exploring the port and that will be it for today. As you can see, someone is using the internet and the quality of the stream is going down fast. So our main goals now are smuggled cargo, find the missing nautical boy, and find our cousin, the governor. Okay. Pretty straightforward stuff. Yeah, so far the game has proven to be good. The main issue I will have to find an answer to is how the hell do I kill ranged enemies before they kill me? I might need to put a point into pistols. At least one. I have to be able to kill ranged enemies fast. I need to remember that. Okay, apparently this is off limits. Because melee enemies, I guess ranged or magical enemies are the main concern. Melee enemies you can dodge, you can kite, but the ranged enemies, they hit hard. Very hard. Yeah, let's not get to the heretic business right away. Maybe I can find a way to impress the nuts. And at least
The hiding place of this smuggler is filthy. But perhaps we'll discover some useful information.
what is this quest we're doing? Alright, let's go into stealth mode. Can I go around? Yeah, the opposite way. Better to be safe. Let's make sure. Are you an enemy, friend? Apparently not. Okay, let's enter the smuggler's alcove. Probably entering from the backside is a good idea. Okay. Apparently there was no need to go around. Stuck to
Good
her.
day. Someone told me that you were a friend of Jonas, the young cabin boy who was gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
Okay.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
That's the problem. You have to gulp it up fast while it's cold.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
Jesus.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Alright, let's steal this. The Smuggler's Journal. I have 2 new clients. The Inquisitors are on their heels. Okay, we have to be patient and discreet. Hide them in a warehouse behind the harbor's office. The Inquisitors will never dare to enter. Disguise yourself as a knot. Well, that's, I guess, tough to do. That's a good armor. Okay. Yeah, definitely better in every respect. Well, not every respect, but most respects. Alright. What? I'm disguised? So now that I'm wearing a sailor's coat, they consider me one of their own?
Could I trouble you again?
Have you found Jonas?
Not yet, but I haven't given up. About that.
They actually
I
have
need
very
to be
good
going.
clothes.
Farewell.
Very nice clothes. Alright, now I do have to go. I think we will leave talking to the other dude for tomorrow. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time when we shall continue. Unfortunately, now that the holidays are over, I won't be able to play as much during the week. But I'll do my best to play an hour and a half each day during the weeks, a little bit more during the weekends. Actually, I've been doing for almost 4 hours. That's amazing. Very good game. Certainly enjoying it so far. You can cheese the combat. Magic seems to be doing very good work. Just need to continue to figure out. I do think I need to get pistols. Yeah, I think I need pistols sooner rather than later. Let me see. Yeah. I think that's very important. Very, very important. Alright. Yeah, I need to have a way to fight against ranged enemies. And pistols plus magic seems like the best bet. Just go crazy on them. I think I'm going to hoard 2 points and gain pistols. I gain 1 here. I think I'm probably going to keep getting more health. Powerful magic spells. Yeah. Magic points. Damage. Yeah, I just need a way to kill ranged enemies fast, and I think if I throw all my magic at them and then blast them with guns, they should die quickly enough. I hope. But that's something for tomorrow. Alright, goodbye. Thanks for stopping by.